Hello. Thank you. You're welcome. Goodbye. Now, I'm sure you're already familiar with these words, but there are many alternatives that you could use to replace these overly used words. In today's video, we're going to look at some alternative words you could use in order to give your language some more variety, make you sound more natural, and develop your vocabulary. Let's go. So yes, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we're the Balkan School. We're a language school based in the French-speaking part of Switzerland. You can check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of videos discussing vocabulary and grammar and different topics related to English. You can find the links all in the description of the video below. Or if you're interested in organising language lessons, please don't hesitate to get in touch. So, as I said, we're going to break down these different words. I'll try and give you some examples to replace these overly used, very common, high-frequency vocabulary words. Now, most of the options I'll show you, we're focusing on spoken and informal English. I'll try and include one or two formal or business type phrases for each category too, but the majority of them are going to be more for an informal context. So let's start where most people start when they're learning the language, with the word hello. So as I'm sure all of you know, you could have an informal replacement for hello just to say hi. There is a variation of this where you say hi there, which maybe makes it a little bit more friendly. Maybe you don't know the person's name and you just say hi there because you can't remember the person's name or something like that. Another alternative could be hey. This is often used in conjunction with somebody's name. So you could say hey Paul, hey Sue, or hey Jude. It's the common one. I'm sure a lot of you know the Beatles song Hey Jude. It comes from this. It's like saying hello in an informal way. And incidentally, my sister's name is Jude. So, hey Jude. Another familiar one which I like is all right. Now, it sounds like a question, but it's not really a question. It's just saying hello. Maybe you walk into the office in the morning and you see your colleague Dave. You'd say, all right, Dave. And he can respond, all right, Paul. And it's just like saying hello. It's an alternative way of saying hello. As I said, I'll try and include a formal option to be a bit more formal. You might say good morning or good afternoon. Obviously, depending if it's the morning or if it's the afternoon. And to make this a little bit more informal, something we often do is we just say morning or afternoon. And again, you can use it in conjunction with somebody's name. You can say morning, Steve. Afternoon, Jane. So all of these are options, easy to put in place. It gives you some variety from hello. As we said, let's try and stay away from this overused vocabulary. We have these other options and it can enrich your vocabulary, as I said. So give them a try. Next, how are you? So of course, as you know, everybody asks this question at the beginning of a conversation. You don't really expect a response. Everybody just responds fine, and you? Fine, thanks. It's just a automated conversation, essentially. It's not particularly interesting. So to try and spice it up or make it more interesting, you have some alternatives. So the first on the list would be, how are you doing? This just gives it a bit more of a familiar feel and it just sounds a bit less formal, a bit less structured, and it's just a variety, a step away from the standard how are you. Another option is, how's it going? Maybe a level down again in formality from how are you doing, but very similar. How's it going? For the French speakers out there, it's very similar. It's kind of a direct translation, really. How's it going? Comment ça va? So again, it's the same idea, but you have to remember, if you say go, you use it as the subject, and if you say do, you use you as the subject. So for these two questions, you could just respond fine, as everybody normally does to the question, how are you? But again, let's look at some responses to try and make it a bit more interesting. Some alternative options to fine could be not bad. So someone could say, how are you doing? And you could respond, not bad, thanks. And you? So not bad, it could be maybe confusing for non-native speakers, but if it's not bad, it's good. It's positive. If you say it's not bad, it means everything's okay. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's not a negative response. It's a positive response. Some other options could be pretty good. How's it going? Pretty good, thanks. And you? So two positive options. Another option could be, oh, I can't complain. It's similar to not bad, How's it going? Yeah, I can't complain. Not too bad. Pretty good. You could respond to all of these in one response, to be honest. Sometimes people say all three of these in response to the question. And again, it just gives you some variety from this how are you fine, which is so repetitive and quite frankly boring. Another option, which I'm sure you've heard, is what's up? Now, what's up in another context normally means what's the problem? So if we ask somebody what's up, it kind of means hi, how are you? But because it means what's the problem, you can't respond fine, thanks. So instead you need to respond nothing. Seems a bit strange, but what's up? Nothing. Everything's fine. It's just to say that everything's good. So it's kind of the opposite response that you need to have. But if somebody says what's up, don't respond fine. You say, conversation would be, hey, what's up? Nothing. What's up with you? Nothing. It might seem strange if you're a non-native speaker. This is very informal. Don't use this in a business context. This is very familiar. And I don't know if you've realised, but I'm sure most of you have the application on your phone, WhatsApp. And it comes from this phrase, what's up, WhatsApp. It's a messenger service to see how your friend is, etc. So they tried to play with the words there. Maybe you were aware of that, maybe not, but I thought it could help you remember the phrase. Okay, now, thank you. Some alternatives for thank you. So I'm sure you all know thanks, that's fine, it's easy to change. But some other alternatives could also be cheers. Now, this is a personal favourite of mine, cheers. This is for something which you're saying thank you for, which is a small thank you. It's not that somebody did a big favour for you, something very, very important, it's just something small. So someone could say, I made you a cup of tea, Rob. I could say, cheers. Or, could you pass me that pen, please? Cheers. Something like that. Now, if somebody does you a big favour, you could use the expression, I owe you one. Now, the verb to owe, we often use with money. It's when you have a debt. So if you lend me £50 and I need to give you the money back, then I owe you £50. But we also use it for favours. If somebody does you a favour and you're in their debt, and favour debt, then you owe them a favour. So someone could do something for you. Maybe they back you up in a meeting on a topic where you needed some support, or maybe they come and fix something that's broken in your house. Then you could say, thank you, I owe you one. So it means next time if you need something from me, then you can ask me and I'll be happy to help you. So it's a bit more sincere. It's something a bit bigger than just cheers. A formal option, to give you a formal option, you could say, I am very grateful. And normally we use these in combination maybe with thank you. So you could say, yeah, thank you for your help. I'm very grateful. It's just to give a bit more information, to show that you're really appreciative of what the person's done for you. And one more option, in order to modify thanks, to make it a bit more interesting, sometimes people say, thanks a million. Again, it's pretty familiar. It could be something which is relatively big. If somebody makes you a cup of tea, maybe don't say thanks a million, it's a bit too much. It's for you to judge how grateful and how thankful you want to be. Okay, now maybe you're on the other side of the interaction and somebody's thanking you and you want to say, you're welcome. Some alternatives for this, no problem. So somebody can say, thank you so much for your help. You can respond, no problem, or no worries. It's an alternative. It's a personal favourite of mine. I say it a lot, maybe a little bit too much. Another one, anytime. If somebody helps you and they say, thank you so much for your help. You really saved my life. You could say, yeah, anytime, no worries. So again, often you use several of these. It depends on the context, but you can use several in combination to try and tell the other person, yeah, it's cool. No problem, no worries, anytime. I'm happy to help you. Another option would be don't mention it. Maybe you've helped somebody's very grateful, they're really thanking you a lot. You can just say, yeah, don't mention it. It's okay, I'm happy to help you. And a formal option for you would be my pleasure. So again, maybe in business or a formal interaction, again, for you to judge, but no worries probably wouldn't be appropriate in a formal context. Instead, you could say, my pleasure. And to finish, goodbye. So some alternatives to goodbye. Now, strangely, you can also say cheers. So we saw cheers to say thank you, but you can also say cheers to say goodbye. And you often use it in combination again with goodbye. So you could say, is that the time? I need to go. Cheers, goodbye. So yes, it's a combination. You could just say cheers and leave, but people often say cheers, bye-bye. Some other options that you've probably heard, see you later. Okay, it's probably best to use that only if you've organised to see the person later in the day. See you soon. Again, if you anticipate seeing the person relatively soon, it's better to only use it in that context. Or see you around. See you around, much less specific. It's just maybe you work in the company and you often see this person around in the corridor, etc. Then, yeah, you can say, okay, see you around. Bye. And it's less specific than see you later, because if you say see you later, the person might think, am I supposed to see that person later? It could be confusing. So only use that if you plan to see the person later. Otherwise, you can say see you soon, or even less specific, just see you around, or even just see you. A variation on see you later is with the word catch you later. And it's just an expression. It doesn't mean I'm going to catch you. It doesn't mean I'm going to chase you. You could understand it like that, but no, it's just the same meaning as see you later, catch you later. Again, as we're discussing, to give you variety and some more nuance, more familiarity in your language. And last but not least, a personal favourite of mine is take care. So again, you can use these a little bit in combination. You could say take care, goodbye. If you watch my videos, I think I'll probably say that at the end of every video. It's a little bit overused by me, but it's one that I like. It's friendly, it's nice, it's a nice thing to say. It's not a warning. Some people can interpret it as take care, be careful, there's danger around. It doesn't mean that. It's just a friendly way to say take care of yourself and yeah, goodbye in a nice, positive way. So that's it for today. Once again, thanks for your time. If you found the content useful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. It would be great to have your support. So thanks for your time. Cheers for watching. I'll catch you later. Take care. Goodbye. See you. Bye-bye.